Let's see how this goes. I wonder if I can send a link out. See what that does. If anything, I've just sent a link out. I'm just sort of experimenting. Hmm. 40 seconds at 0 at the moment. Who knows what will happen? We'll just have to wait a bit. Let's try this out. Man, 1 minute 50 seconds seems to go by so damn quickly right now. How long did it take last time? I think it's because last time it had such an eye-catching subject. Or ear-catching subjects even. This one has no specific subject. This time, if anything, it's random. C5T. Oh no, wait, I've got a photo to upload, haven't I? Maybe a temporary change of subjects could be a file on photos behind the scenes. Or at least the uploading side of it. When was the last time I pictured an FP3? They may be newer, but they're a bit rarer than they seem. been underway 5 minutes and still no one's coming in. Guess it's not a very eye-catching title, is it? Well, that's it. Okay, we've got one person on here. Underway 6:25. I'm just trying to, get a photo uploaded to Forum and Photos. Okay. Well, that's a new way of doing it. Put CQI in capitals entirely. Here we go, got fucking brightness. Yeah, that's done it. That's the only photo from tonight. most likely may have to wait till next week until we can go out to more places and picture fire alarm systems. Just, just awaiting a few things. Well, we'll see what happens. I haven't really been anywhere since just last week. I think that's the case anyway. Doubt that really works. If anyone's watching, why don't you comment if you want to, unless you're just one of those come and go people. I mean, I do that on live streams sometimes. I suppose it's probably the bleakest live stream. It's far from interesting. If I was able to do it, I'd share my computer screen and I'd be able to look at things via that. That would make it more interesting now, wouldn't it? Although I think you have to pay to get that function on this particular app, as it turns out. It looks that way, otherwise it wouldn't have... Yeah, it looks that way, otherwise it would have worked. Well, at least I've most likely figured out how to paste the link towards the actual live stream. I could say this particular live stream may just be a bit more of an experiment with trying new features. I wonder how often you see CQR call points on a gym system. I don't think that's ever been seen before, has it? I guess it may be the odd one out. So the last time I saw a FP3 was on a really crooked position in Stratford a few months ago. I mean, really, see that. And there was no reason to put it upside down. Unlike most other upside down call points I've pictured in the past. It may have been the most pointless one I've ever seen. But yeah, at least this latest one is properly installed and upright. Could have pictured the rest of the system, but I'll do that next time. It's not like it's going anywhere, it's not like it's vulnerable. I mean, it's not that old either. Most of it will probably be no older than the early 2000s by the looks of it. I guess now it's starting to get a bit more of a activity going for now. Maybe I could reuse this live stream for an after stream after, last time it went out. Let's see if we can last through the, like when we get to the 20-minute mark. See if we can last through until then. I'm going to see if I can expose this live stream a bit more. Speaking of being bored at this minute, link's not working, I guess. Wait a minute, who are you? Might have to. Oh, hang on. Don't know who that is. Let's see if this works. Oh, no, wait, that's just the. Show on the stream. Okay, this is complicated. How are you? Yeah, I'm alright, I suppose. I guess just go for a night out earlier. Well, if someone else has tried to join, I guess that shows the link does work. Well, almost. Huh? We're up to 4 people. We may be... Are you in? Whoever this is, the microphone's on mute. It'll just... Don't know what I did that. You know, hiding from the stream. We're already up to 2107. Huh? What do you mean a limit?
Does this work?
I suppose. I mean,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
See if that works. I think there's like a limit on the people you can have on your stream.
A limit? What kind of limit?
When I originally clicked on the link, it said, because I think someone else was on it, it said it's reached its limit or something.
I thought it only does that when you have like no more than 6 people on it.
Right.
If anything, on live streams, I've never had more than 2 people on it before. But it's only live stream number 3. I guess it's maybe the first one to actually expose the link just to see if it worked.
Yeah, I think it's working for me, so I think it'll work for others.
Well, yeah, I can see it, or hear it rather.
I actually had a question because obviously I saw your other live stream.
Which other live stream? The previous one or one previous to that?
The one that the Tesco's one, not the Tesco's one, the one where you got kicked out of the.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's your question about it?
It was. I think my question is, why were they being like really fussy over it, or were they just
possibly really? I mean, at the last minute, they obviously knew what I was picturing, and it's the fact they may have seen the picture of the fire alarm panel.
Yeah, it's probably because it was a really dodgy system or something. Judging by
well,
you said that,
but it wasn't, though, was it?
Did you say it had no smoke detectors?
Well, yeah, but that's not really the dodgiest I've seen.
I think it's because
sure, it didn't have detectors, but that's not really a big deal, to be honest. In some cases, maybe it is, but it's not the worst case scenario.
It's just obviously if there's not on there, there's nothing to kind of. If there is a fire.
I mean, if anything, I've seen loads of systems like that with no detectors. I mean, that one may have been one of the newest I've seen with no detectors, but that's it. I mean, the newest system I'd seen with no detectors was like a brand new CTEC system,
right?
In a quality discount.
Fair enough.
Not the sort of place you'd expect to find no detectors, particularly on a brand new system. But yeah, I didn't.
I thought it would have been, because obviously, if you're installing stuff, you kind of have to follow stuff to code. I would have thought that you wouldn't be allowed to install a system without some sort of detection. I don't know what BS 5839 says about it, but
well, I suppose. Well, you can easily add detectors to a system like that anyway, so it is possible.
addressable kind of makes it easier if it is an addressable system. If it's conventional,
Well, hang on. If it's conventional, you can still run it off of the same zones, can't you?
yeah, I mean,
You could just expand it from the call points. It wouldn't make a difference if it were addressable. But I'll tell you what the difference you would have to make is you have to add an extra wire.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, with kind of like a addressable system, it's kind of just like you can, if you have a sounder base and then nothing on it, all you have to do is kind of expand the wires in the kind of closed loop. I have these DTEC sounders, and all you have to do is loop out into the detector, back out the detector, and back into the loop. So I mean, it's probably a bit easier with addressable than it is with conventional.
I don't find addressable easier in the slightest. Well, who knows? I just need a bit more experience with it, if anything.
I mean, I have
I've got to say that.
I have an MX panel with Apollo. I definitely like it a lot more than MX, an advanced MX.
Oh yeah, that of course. How can I forget?
I think I just like addressable more because it's less wiring, and you
less wiring.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
I find with addressable, it's more wiring normally.
Well, because you've got to think with conventional, you've got to run your sounder circuit, you've got to run your zones.
It's no different with addressable. You've got to run a separate sound circuit for that as well.
No, addressable, you literally run everything in series. Addressable goes with everything in addressable. You literally take everything through a loop. It's simple just to have a sound where you want it and have a smoke detector where you want it.
But then you'd only have to use addressable sounders then, wouldn't you?
I think that's more of the intention though, because obviously with addressable though, you can also, depending on what system you have, you can also do different tones and stuff. It's more
addressable sounders.
Yeah, I know especially with Apollo Discovery, changing tones can be done from the panel, which can help with not. Yeah.
Maybe if it were advanced, perhaps, but I doubt Kintec would be as good as that.
What's nice though is with having the kind of availability to change all the sounders at once instead of going around to them and playing with dip switches or whatever. It's nice to be able to just, because you can do zones of sounders or groups of sounders or whatever, depending on what you use.
How do you operate zones on Hochiki addressable sounders?
Well, I think it's like I said, it's all done through the panel. Like it's pretty much you set an address to a device, and it's simple. If you go into your menu and your loop, you can easily go to the end. I know with my Discovery devices, go on the end, you can easily click, change the tone and the volume, so you can change tones and volumes from the panel.
Yeah, but I doubt you could do it with all addressable panels. Particularly, I wouldn't know how to do it with more the IIS panels.
It really depends.
It may be easier with advanced.
XP95 is XP95. I think you can only change. Actually, no, I don't know if you can change much, but it's mainly with newer devices. I think, especially with Discovery and Hochiki and a few other things. It really depends on what type of addressable devices you have. Yeah, right. I'm gonna head off, so.
Yeah, all right. Well, thanks for coming on the stream.
No problem.
Yeah, fine.
Right.
Well, there you go then. See you.
Thanks.
I wonder if I can try this out. Tell you what, like, when it comes to conventional equipment, I think, well, for now, I'm not too sure, but I think for call points, I'd definitely use New Style KSCs rather than, well, certainly wouldn't use Apollo Intelligent or whatever else you get that kind of relates to that. I'd say New Style KSCs are probably the best option. Detectors, I'd use Series 65s or those new conventional Hochiki detectors. I think there are a few other types I thought about, but can't remember. I think sounders you can use pretty much anything. I mean, most people say the Banshee XL sounds are really good, and I can certainly agree on that. They are certainly very good sounders. I think when it comes to addressable, I'm not too sure about that. Maybe if you wanted it to be like bog standard with addressable sounders, I'd probably use Hochiki. But not with Kintek, either with advanced or Morley IS. Good question. Why would anyone need 51 tones? But still, you wouldn't want just 1 or 2 tones on some sounders. If anything, they'd all have to be different if they were to be 51 tones. But instead, why don't you just get a more practical sounder that has like adjustable speed and pitch of a tone, like an old Yodel alarm? Tell you what, some say those brand new CTEK sounds are extremely hard to work with. I don't know if I've had that experience with those. I'm not going to bother trying to, because what's the point of getting brand new sounds that you don't like the look of when some say they're hard to work with anyway? Maybe not when it comes to, programming them via the panel, if that's how they work. Not sure if that's how it works, but still. It's not the way I'd expect it to work, if anything. Even if it were to be addressable sounders. I wonder if the old Hochiki CH-UBS is multi-tone as well. I mean, it did say something about a tone sheet for one of those. It doesn't only replicate Fullion tones, it also replicates Banshee tones as well. But I bet it doesn't have as much as 51, like the YBOBS, the newer relative. Although there is something about that somehow every CH-UBS sounder has been somehow reprogrammed to sound like a YBOBS. It's only clear in most modern videos of those sounders. But if you went back to 2006, you'd be able to realise that they were not meant to sound like that in the first place. I think it's just because they're running on new software on a modern panel. I mean, what's the worst brand new opinion? I'd say, with exception to ACO, which doesn't count, in which it's so bad you don't speak of it, I'd say Fike is the worst brand, with their delicate panels and their cheap cool points and their ugly detectors, and their surprisingly good sounding sounders though. But that's it. And I mean, their panels don't last long at all, especially now. Even if it were to be JNS. Don't know what this is all about. Besides, I can't actually hear anything. I'm just watching someone type in something. Are you aware that I'm kind of watching someone type in something? Oh, I see, mic is broken. Who should type that in so quickly anyway? I mean, if you have anything to say, you might as well type it in. Okay. If I were you, I wouldn't get those cheap Chinese microphones that don't work at all. Huh? Yes. 1980s generic panel. Hang on a second. Yeah, so what? It's not like I actually had one. Yeah, that National Alarm Company panel actually came from a little renovation site. I mean, if anything, it was probably the most disgusting modernisation I'd seen. I mean, that system dates to 1986, and obviously it's still going strong. And guess what it was replaced with? Something that is going to be far from lasting anywhere near as long as that panel did. And if anything, the panel still works. It was replaced with brand new Fike. I mean, can you believe that? I mean, one of these days they're probably going to be asking for the old system back, and it's still going to be working. I mean, I'm going to be prepared to return it if I want it back to cover the unreliable Fike equipment. Yeah, that was last year. I saved that National Alarm Company panel, along with a couple of its devices. What are you doing? I know you're using the search bar to express yourself. I'm afraid I don't have that call point anymore. In fact, I sold it 2 years ago. I mean, I just assumed you were pointing at it. What are you looking for? Are you looking for that video of the National Alarm Company? What else are you looking for? What about that? If you're asking about that demo board, it's kind of been cancelled, but not really cancelled because, well, I kind of found an alternative you may have seen in later videos after that. But that particular demo board has now been scrapped, the idea basically. Although I may get. What are you doing? Where's your. Flash. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what you're going for right now. Don't ask me how I got into that place, let alone testing its fire alarm system. Besides, it's not even there anymore, I don't think. Well, maybe it is, but it's just not accessible to me anymore. That's the case. I don't know what's happened to it, basically. I don't know if it's abandoned. I don't know if it's still there. I don't know what company it's owned by. But I'm just glad that I pictured most of its alarm system and even got to test it once. Guess it's now gone all quiet again. Well, unless it becomes active, I might just end it at least at the 45 mark. Unless, of course, something else happens. Well, the microphone works now. Oh, hang on. So,
Hello?
hello. Yeah,
Hello.
I can hear now.
Yeah, right. My mic's really nice, like proper broken. Don't know what's happened with it.
Is that just your computer microphone or your...
No, it's my headset. Oh, well, let me just try and like...
What, like this kind of headset?
Yeah. I thought it was like 30 quid. Quite a lot of money for it.
I thought this was about, it wasn't too bad, I guess.
I can hear myself.
Either 20 or 30, if I remember correctly.
How the hell do you flip your camera?
How-
Do I just like go do that?
Well, I've got the webcam, haven't I?
I ain't. I've just got that. Bit lame.
What, your microphone on that doesn't work?
Yeah. The light works on it. It's just my microphone don't. Oh, my little brother's been on my PC. Oh, God. Ow. Aha. Hang on, wait. Let me just see if it works. Hello? Nope, don't work.
Yeah, I can. No, I
Well,
can still hear you.
Scrap it.
What's going on?
Scrap it for wires. That's what I do with anything that's broken. Just scrap it.
Is that necessary?
Yeah.
Let's see what does.
I got a cycle earlier today. I don't know what I feel. I don't know what I think of it. Still wrapped up. I haven't opened it. That looks quite cool, actually. It's £3 from eBay as well.
What's £3 from eBay?
I literally just got this earlier today.
What, a fire safe call point?
Yeah, cycle.
Yeah.
Are they good? Because I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't tried these
I think
things
they're good
out.
because Finley's got them, so must be good. He's put me in one of his tests. Oh wait, I've never pressed it. Oh, that's cool. Wait, hang on, where's my battery? Oh, bloody parents, what they done with that? Ah, found it. What does the LED look like? Oh, of course. What the hell is it? Yeah, I found it. No, I don't want to have to. Oh my god, what is it? Jesus Christ. Ah, it's in my bed, isn't it? What the hell? See what the LED looks like. Positive, no, it's negative. We want.
I forgot most modern
Yeah,
ballpoints even had LEDs. With your battery?
Yeah, I just shot myself with a 12 volt.
Because that's never happened to me before.
Yeah, if you put two
Somehow.
bits of wire together and then touch the middle of it. How
Why should you be stupid enough to do that?
I know. Why ain't this working? Do I not have these snaps? Oh, snap it. Yeah. I need to go through my room. How many KAC cool pesties have I got? Bloody hell.
Well, they are easy to get hold of. You could probably end up with thousands of those by accident.
What? Oh, I got Expander coming soon. Oh, an
What,
Expander
wireless?
system.
Well, good luck with getting hold of that.
They're like mad hard to set up.
Yeah, well, I'm never moving to wireless. It's too expensive and too bog standard for my liking.
Right, it's quite different one.
Even if I did have the kind of environment to use it, I'd still rather use wireless.
Yeah.
I mean wired. I don't mean I'm not using wireless.
Wireless it's better for like if you don't want to waste as much cable, you don't want to have to spend as much. Yeah, it's more in the future, but you don't actually have to spend cable and that. Like once it's all wired up, it's wired up.
Yeah, well, I guess cable isn't exactly as expensive as a complete wireless system itself.
Oh,
But I guess some
there's bloody LED to work.
some types of wired systems can be really expensive too, you know.
Yeah.
And that does not include cable.
Yeah, no, I've seen this. I think it was like a 2-zone C-Tech with 2 sounders and 4 sound bases and detectors for like 800 quid on eBay.
Is that a complete system for £800?
Yeah, but then it doesn't have any wire, so then like it's like recommended. It's got like a recommendation of where it's like meant to be, if you get me. So you send them a plan of like where you want it to be, and they'll tell you if it needs to be there. Which I do not believe for 1 minute.
You know, I bought second-hand, more valuable equipment for a lot less than £800
Yeah.
for like a complete fire-alarm system.
Oh, where the hell have I put that then? Screw it, I ain't testing that until I do next test. Well, of course I'll find it when I put it away. I'm getting it out now. What's your favourite like fire alarm system?
Well, addressable or conventional wise?
Well, it depends. So,
Well.
we'll start with conventional.
I guess when it comes to conventional, it'd be anything older than early 2000s, I guess. I suppose when it comes
I
to...
respect that. They did have good sounders, like Gent. They're good sounders.
I'm not sure about Gent when it comes to...
I love Gent.
I may be a bit overloaded with different types of conventional equipment to think about, but
I honestly don't even know what this sounder is.
what kind of sounder is it?
It's like a KAC Eclipse, I think it's called.
You mean Enscape?
I've got no idea. I literally just saw it and I ordered it off eBay.
Was it one of the modern KC sounders?
It doesn't come with anything but the sounder. I'll just show you. Literally, it's just that. And also, it's
Yeah,
been
it looks
removed
like
from
an
the building.
Enscape.
It's all been taped on. So it's been in my test ages ago, but I still don't know what it's called.
Well, show me the front of it then. Yeah, definitely an Enscape.
Yeah.
I see those a lot.
Yeah. I think this needs to be settled. What's better, KAC and Hojiki combined, or Apollo and Hojiki combined?
I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean
Like,
KSC and
sparred.
what do you mean KSC and Hojiki combined?
Ow. I got this for point from my old school. They literally just gave it to me. I don't know why, but I was given that from my old school. They literally just gave it to me. Still works.
Wonder why that is.
Broken down, but
It's not old.
still
It's,
works. Still works better than my KAC.
that's weird.
What other cool points do I have? I also got a Hassan and Besson. I just
What
realised
kind?
everything I
Banshee
own
sounder or?
is terribly damaged.
I wonder why that is.
It's the exact same size as the ESP. It's literally
It's one of those things.
Hassan and Besson.
Yeah, they're called the FM bedroom sounders.
Yeah, no, I just call them Hassan and Besson because it's quicker. I
They're
don't
actually,
get what the hell
they're
that's
actually
supposed to
unusually
mean.
rare.
That's like the tones, isn't it? That
What are the? Yeah, that.
you get the thing and then you just push it in and then it puts it together. It's continuous. Don't know how let's give it a sound. Come on.
Go the other way. It do sound different to a.
It's a bit loud.
Really, I didn't think it was that loud.
I don't know, but then for cool.
Or was it on full volume though?
No, that's on half, I think. Full volume's just continuous.
No, I don't think that's really
I don't
possible.
like continuous. Hurts my ears way too much. If you've lost your thing when you change your tones on a two-tone sounder, what I do is I just get a bit of cable, strip the ends, and just wrap it around it.
Well, actually, when I got my first Banshee sounder, it didn't come with the thing that plugs into the tone settings. So instead, I took an old battery connector and just plugged that straight into it, which worked out pretty well.
Yeah. My first sounder was this. Oh, good. Oh, my eye just did that. Right, I'm back. Do you want to hear continuous?
All right.
Trying to figure it out. Oh, no, that's fast sweep. Why is this not working? That might be why.
Now it works.
There we go. That is max volume. I just realised it's not that loud.
It didn't seem like max volume, it just seemed
I know.
same level. Okay, that seemed a bit louder.
Yeah, I know. That's with the more deader battery for some reason. It's loud with the dead battery and the better battery.
I didn't realise the FM bedroom sounder could do that.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, how's this a bedroom sounder?
Well, it's not. Well, I'm sure it is, but that's just what they're called. I mean, have you seen the label on the back of it?
No, hang on.
I guess it is kind of a dedicated bedroom sounder.
But hang on, let's just give my thing a sound. But let's just... If I had the cables in my... in my...
Hello, said
whatever
C
it's called,
for assistance.
sounder, which I can't pronounce, I tested it. But I called, because I don't have any cable. That would be fine. Unless there's some in my cable box, which I highly doubt there is. Right. Ah. No, I can't give it a test. Got a bit of cable.
Even though it's obviously
It's got really loud max
2243.
volume. Really loud. I think it's louder than the Banshee.
You sure?
It's 117 decibels, I believe.
Really?
Max volume. Isn't the Banshee like 110?
Well, I'm not sure. I haven't really rated decibels of those.
Because I saw
Or
this
even-
like on a video, I don't know who it's from. It was like testing my firearm at school, and it was like ear rape.
That would be as if it were Banshee HF sounders
Yeah.
or Bedlam sounders.
So now what I'm just gonna do, that goes in there. Then I haven't done this in ages, so it's probably gonna hurt my ears.
Still, I don't know why you're doing it at 2244.
And it's also 10 o'clock.
Probably
Right, hang on.
well, you may possibly risk annoying. Yeah, I was just going to say, you may risk annoying your parents, particularly at this time of night.
Perfect. I just don't stay on it because I heard in near it. There. They'll come upstairs and I think there's a massive fire. Get the fire extinguisher out. That's what happened last time I did it. Waste a perfectly good fire extinguisher. Alright, here we go. Nope, right, here we go.
Okay, hold it go.
That's not a max volume. I'll do it on max volume if you want, but
Well, you don't have to, really.
I mean, you can choose. I'll do it if you want me to.
Well, I'm not going to force you to.
I mean, you can. Well, just tell me if you want me to, because I'll do it with pleasure. Wake everyone up next door. Sounds lovely.
Why don't you, maybe you should bypass that.
Yeah. Mate, I'm just going to run downstairs and grab a screwdriver so I can actually do it.
It's normally me that's the most quiet on a live stream, and now the tables have turned.
I'm surprised they had a screwdriver down there. Do you want me to put it on full volume?
Well, you don't have to, really, but if you want to, that is. If you want to
My nan's going to
annoy your
complain at me,
neighbours,
but I actually don't care.
you're not afraid of any consequences, are you?
Right, second wire. I'm running out of wire. I used to have like massive jumble of fire alarm cable, but then don't ask me how it burnt through when my ship was on fire. Don't ask me how it burnt through it. I actually don't know. Everything in there's ruined, like detectors. That's why if you go on my actual fire alarm channel, I haven't been uploading. But I got notifications, so I ran out there and saved as much as I could. So I've got cameras in there, and it's like connected to it all. So if it says that, if it senses that it's going off, it will tell me on my phone. It's not one of those very fancy homemade like smart detectors. Right, here we go, hang on. Oh god, it's gonna be loud.
Detectors.
It's gonna be loud. You turning it up?
No, opposite.
Ready?
I mean, braces.
Sometime.
Right, what sound have you got going this time?
Right. This will be loud. Ready, go. It's a lot louder in person than it actually sounds.
Well, yeah, I can believe that.
Why is there white powder all over there?
What? White powder? What, like you get an FP200?
There's like literally white powder all over my arms. But might be in the sprinklers. Where it went off in the shed. There's white powder everywhere.
Don't get it. Yeah, you've probably been stripping cable.
Yeah, no, but then no, I don't think I've stripped that much cable. Bloody hell. I would have been like 50 meters of bloody stripped cable. Ow! Right, in like 5 minutes I've got to go to bed, believe it or not. I'm allowed up really late, surprisingly.
Oh, I'm surprised too.
Why the hell in your chat did someone just say yes, Daddy Jones?
Don't get it at all.
That's what I'm like with my streams, whenever someone's like being like disrespectful. I can hear myself. I can set off my fire alarms in the shed from here, but I can't because they're all burnt. But I could normally set them off from my PC. Like because I have like, this cable running through my house, it goes out my mum's bedroom window, goes into a shed, and then when I press and I say, I'm just gonna turn it off right now. When I say Alexa, Alexa, fire, it'll say sounding alarms in shed, then the alarms will go off.
Well, that sounds kind of unusually interesting.
I know. It took me ages to figure out, but I did not know that Alexa thing.
Well, how did you interconnect an Alexa to your fire alarm system? How did you do that?
Like, you just got to get an engineer over. I don't know how he did it. He literally just said, "You want to connect your Alexa to your fire alarm system?" So I was like, "Alright." Before the fire happened. Now if I say it, it won't do anything. I'll literally just go, "Sorry, I don't know that one." Like all Alexas do. Let's just try setting it off on my PC. I always used to prank my mum by doing that, like at block at the afternoon, because she works like through the night. When I used to wake her up at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon by just setting it off on my PC. And she'd be like, "What the hell's happening?" And I'll be like, "Wake up!"
I wouldn't be surprised if she went apeshit over that.
Yeah. I know. At one point, she said, "Get everything out of my house. If you want to have that, then you got to get out." At one point, she said. Believe it or not, but I explained to her about YouTube and that, and then she was like, "Yeah, you'll find it back in."
Even though maybe that's a better example that a fire alarm system is better than ACO because you're more responsive to it.
Yeah.
If it were an ACO, you'd just be, someone shut that damn thing up.
Yeah. I'll go to a secondary school. Oh wait. Very short, strenuous,
How many
really
ruffians can you fit in?
Oh yeah, I know created shots, not short. I know because I'm using my phone.
Maybe don't try that at home because.
Yeah. But my school is a secondary school and it's got EMS. I actually do not know how. It's fire sale. I've got no idea how. at all.
Fire cell.
Yeah. I think that's
Well-
just on plain. It's just got like the sounders in like the roof or something. Because like, how can you get EMS inside of a massive campus?
Well, probably with those expanders, wireless expanders that you get.
Yeah, but then is
Really?
Expander better? Like, wait, hang on.
EMS Fire Cell, no.
Hackers,
EMS Fire Cell
Fire-
is the improved version of Expander.
Well, it's basically the same. I think Expander's just copied EMS because the
If anything,
detectors
it
are
started
literally
off
the
and-
same with Expander's logos on it.
So yeah, basically EMS Fire Cell had taken Expander, but they kind of tweaked with it slightly, and they basically ended up
I
improving.
thought it was the other way around.
No, Expander came first, and then
Oh wait, when did Expander come?
2008. I know
Oh,
it.
wow.
And if
Was
anything,
it, wasn't
EMS.
EMS 2015? Because
I thought it was 2013 for Fire Cell.
yeah, because the Firepoint in my old school, like a year ago, because I'm in year 7 now. But a year ago, when I was in my school, my junior school, they had EMS Firepoint, and that was 2021, and they had Firepoint. Don't know how they didn't get taken down. They switched up now to Fire Cell. I've been told by my brother who goes there.
Well, how does he know?
Huh?
Has he taken note of the new system?
Yeah, I know. He's like me. If I do something, he does it.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a funny story of when I pushed my friend down the stairs, banged into the fire alarm of the sprinkler. He banged his head on the sprinkler, which set the alarm off, then he banged into it. He cracked his head open.
What, did he actually activate one of the detectors with hitting his
His head,
head on it?
Because they have like these mad, like, they're like the wall ones, but they put them really low down, so then like you could just like grab like a pair of scissors and just go. I pushed him, and then his head went into he had glasses on, and the glasses broke off his head and went into the thing, and it was only like a thin one, and it just went. Just set everything off. My old school actually caught fire. Yeah, 2020 it caught fire.
What, can you not? I didn't know you couldn't run wired devices on a.
Yeah, I know. But then what? They had different systems, so they switched it up. Like they had gen call points with EMS. I actually got no idea how.
Well, hang on. What if you had a zone monitor? What if you had a zone monitor and connected it to the main fire network? Can you still run wired devices on a fire cell?
Can you?
Well, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Oh.
Systems.
Oh yeah, but then you can do that with Expander, because if you go to JS's, he's got wired devices and then he's got Expander connected to it, to the same panel. But then, yeah, he's got everything he needs. It's just that he's got wired devices connected to the panel, which I've got no idea how the hell you can figure that out.
Well, I know EMS 5.5000s can have conventional devices running straight from the panel without a zone monitor.
Yeah, I asked basically the king of fire alarms, JM, because he had like in one of his like last tests he had like a light switch as a fire alarm panel. So I wanted to like figure out how he did that, but then he said he'd make a video on it, but he never did. And that is also the same with AS, I believe. He said he was going to make a video on that as well, but never did.
Made a video of what exactly?
How to like turn a dual gauge. No, I'm saying it all wrong. A dual light switch to a fire panel.
Dual light switch. I don't exactly know what it's for. Maybe class change, perhaps. Okay.
Yeah. If you go onto Finley's, he also had that as a test on his demo stick.
I wonder if you can
Okay.
edit comments.
Yeah.
No, that'd be impossible. Look at that.
Oh, hello, JM.
It's probably just rumours you heard from the community, perhaps.
I just literally just noticed JM's here. As soon as I said,
Well-
the king, he said the king.
Well-
Yeah, so JM, remember me, oh no, it was a wireless call point. Oh, I'm done. Sorry. Because he had this wireless call point in his, outdoor wireless call point connected to the system, like homemade. And I asked him to do a video on it, but I don't think he did. He responded, but I don't know whether he did. And then I asked AS, I believe. No, I thought he did AS. Because... Wait, how much, Jem?
What, for the modules?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really look for on eBay for wireless equipment normally.
Yeah. And also, did
Oh,
you
I
need a... Yeah. Like, James, did you need, like, a panel for it as well?
Well,
Cheapest
normally you
chips.
would.
Yeah, because I don't have a panel. I'm saving up for one. I'm saving up for, like, a 30 quid one. It's in a five
What kind of chips? Like addressable or whatever kind of circuit was you
conventional. Oh, me?
Or no, obviously we're exposing that comment.
Yeah. This is father. Just Chinese stuff.
Yeah, stay away from Chinese stuff. I don't mean Chinese food. I mean Chinese equipment.
Yeah, but then. Yes, the thing is that. Yeah, I agree with you because.
Well, I didn't know he had a 5.5 thousand. I guess it was kind of discontinued for a reason. That's kind of why it's extremely vulnerable.
Yeah.
I mean, some say you can actually activate the system with a wireless call point that you bring into the building, and it can somehow link itself to the system and activate
But then
it.
the thing is that the thing that I don't like about Firepoint is I just don't like that they don't sync. Like if they sunk, it'd be way better because like
Yeah, the sounders do kind of go very out of sync most of the time.
yeah, I know. Like
Although if you had conventional sounders, it'd be synchronized completely.
yeah,
That's the same with addressable.
yeah. What's your dream? Because the receiver module is always power. True. But hang on, I'm going on. This was a black Firepoint.
Yeah, some say wireless is I mean wired is better than wireless. Most people say that a lot of wireless equipment is not that good.
Like wires all over the shop. Like if you walked
Yeah,
into a building with like wires just hanging everywhere, you'd be like, "Oh, it's a bit of a
Well, what
dump."
if they were neatly installed?
Yeah, but then you kind of can't really install wires neatly without like. Because the thing is with
Well, you
my
can
house
still-
that I'm
still have
renting it, so I
flush-mounted
can't
equipment
drill,
with-
so I have to use like command strips, so I hold it all up. So it's really annoying.
But you can still hide wires behind walls sometimes. I know that's a difficult process, but still has a better outcome. Maybe not in my opinion, but still.
True, JM, but like wireless is just way easy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wireless isn't. Hang on.
Yeah,
that's
but then-
what it is.
Solo boy, what about the cool points? Is that behind? Is that like behind the wall? If you get me. Hang on, wait. What's that? Wireless. KC cool point. Why is my keyboard not working? Unplugged it.
Apparently they do now. Apparently, Gent do a wireless system now.
Do they?
Well, I think I've heard about it since 2017.
I did not.
I think it was only recently that some places have actually tried to get it. I don't know how good it is. I mean, it's wireless. It probably won't be as good as its wired equivalent. Still, I mean, I heard Norwich Railway Station had got a Gent wireless system, even though I thought Norwich Station didn't even have a fire alarm system. That's what it was like last time I went there. Yeah, I think that's what it was called.
Right. Did they? Oh.
What have they? What have they discontinued the new Gent
Did
wireless
they?
system?
I don't.
Is it defective, like the Vigilance?
That's what my map's got now. Oh. Right.
Well, I suppose it needs something to replace Expander, seeing as EMS FireCell improved it.
Yeah. Right, I've googled it. Let's see what will come up. Nah.
I guess if the new
If
Gent
I heard of
wireless
it,
system
I'm going to
maybe.
be... Never heard of that, Grainer. But then, if you had like, what if you? What was I going to say now? In my opinion, if you get an outdoor call point, it's with the UK weather, it's just going to get like lightning on because like it's all electricity, and then if it gets lightning on, it's not going to be good. Oh, I remember what I was going to get. Sounder thingies. Sounder covers. Don't ask me why. I've got tenner to spend. Also, I get a KAC call point with an LED. I'm so tempted to. JM, you're the king. What should I do? Should I save up for a... Oh no, I've got enough to buy a detector. Should I buy a detector? Or save up for a kit, which is like 110 quid, and I'll get £10 every month. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Solo Boy. Let's just go cool points. Cool points. Alright, cheers. Hang on, wait. Right, cool points, shopping.
Tell you what, I think one way of doing it would be to scour your local town and try and look out for either renovation sites or fire alarm vans, see if you can get equipment from them that they don't need.
Why is an emergency door at each cool point more expensive than a kit?
Is it?
It is. Oh, XP95.
Oh wait,
That's what I might be
addressable
going to.
emergency toilets.
I might be going to XP95 for tonight. The XP95 is like quite like. It's got good sounders. All of them, Solo. Because I didn't think they were.
No, not all sounds waterproof if that's the case.
Yeah.
In fact, very few sounds are actually waterproof.
I accidentally left about 20 meters of cable out in the rain. In 2020 when we had that Storm Dennis, I left all my cable out in the rain because I was working on it, and then just started going. I was like, no, I got to get inside. And then everything just went bye bye. Lost half my equipment, like soldering gun.
Unorganised. I mean, does the storm literally just start at that minute? They would have noticed, like, the moment it started and taken immediate action. Yeah, only the IP sounds are proof. Tell the difference between their bases.
JM, you're needed again. What kind of detector? What would you recommend? Like Series 65 or something like something
Well,
like that.
I'd use Series 65. They may be
Yeah, Series
overrated, but
65
they're
do
quite
have
good.
good detectors. Yeah, but then what the thing is that I don't particularly like about Series 65 is I just don't like the look of them. Like it's just like plain.
Really, well, sure, but they have been around for years. They're retro. They're not actually brand new. Well, they are, but you know what I mean.
I quite like the look of the what is called multi-sensor. No, not those. Not this. There's one multi-sensor, but I quite like the look of what's the actual name of it?
What is the description of this kind of detector? Is it addressable or conventional?
Conventional, I believe. For a CTEC active multi-sensor fire detector. Yeah, it's CTEC and CTEC's most of the time conventional, I believe.
I don't like those. They're a bit harder to work with than Series 65, and they're a lot uglier.
I want something that activates quick.
Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, Nissan ones they're definitely quite good.
I have a great Nissan EVCs. Never heard of those. Let's just Google them.
Yeah, Nissan is absolutely underrated.
Oh, I also want to try one of those Tycos.
Tyco.
Because they look cool.
Maybe if it was made before ADT, it'd be cool, but
yeah.
Well, don't worry about the detectors. Worry about the actual company itself.
Jesus Christ, 24 quid. Bloody hell. 110 quid. 220. Okay. Very expensive as well.
For what exactly?
For a Tyco.
Oh yeah, that's just typical, isn't it? You see what I mean? Tyco is just, you know what I mean.
For a Tyco safety, 6:01 PM conventional detector, is £272.
See, it's not the devices; it's the company. They're like, right, we make our equipment. We try to do our best to make our equipment. We want a hell of a lot of money for it. They're only interested in money.
Oh, right. Cheap panel. Oh, yeah, goes to eBay. eBay equals cheap panels. Why the hell did I... Okay, I do not know. I do not need to be looking at that. As soon as I search up eBay, something a bit rude comes up.
On eBay?
If you know what I mean. No, not on the eBay, but on, like... Hang on, I'll show you it if you want. It's not rude. It's just like it's not graphic. It's just
not as underrated as Nissan, no.
It's not graphic or anything. It's just a bit weird. I'll explain it to you.
But Siemens is very good quality, but very expensive.
On a lady's hand covering her boob. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Well,
I'm just going to report that. No, actually, I'm not going to click on it because you don't know what's going to come up.
Well, just ignore it.
Yeah. Fire alarm panels. I really want to get a JSB because they're quite nice.
What kind of JSB?
I thought, yeah, I know, but why the hell is there a fire alarm panel for £1, but then it's a bid? 4 days and 17 hours left. CTEC conventional fire alarm panel
Probably because it's C-Tech, no one wants it.
I like C-Tech, looks quite cool. £35 for a... Oh no, that's adjustable. Don't want that. JSB, oh they look sick. Forza unconventional thing. Sensor Tech, what the hell's that? 500 quid for a fire alarm panel.
Sounds perfectly normal.
450 quid for an EMS 5000 series 5012. Jason, have you sold your other panel? What you got? Your EMS one. You had two. You said you had two in one of the videos and you put one up on eBay. EMS 5000. I'm pretty sure you did, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. That's in quite good condition though. For how old it is, it's in really good condition.
Yes, or some equipment's underrated. I'd say EMS, fire cell and 5.5 thousand especially is overrated. It's too easy to get hold
I
of.
agree with that. Hang on, right.
Despite the fact that 5.5 thousand is vulnerable and obsolete, but it's unusually too easy to
I'm
get
about to
hold
be
of.
blown away. Right, EMS 5. I've put EMS fire cell kit. Right, let's see how much these. Why the hell did it literally just drill parts? Multi-friction wireless car. Why is it? Oh, okay, that's why I didn't put EMS in front of it. Nice. EMS. There we go. Was enjoying this going on, he said. Yeah, no, I literally don't care if she bursts in, she bursts in. Oh wow, they're good. They're good. Oh my god. Ah, never mind. £17.95. EMS 5 South 4 loop radio hub. It's alright. Way too expensive. Oh, 15 quid for it. Oh no, 20. 25. EMS 5 South medical point. That's a radio detector. EMS 5 South. I like the look of their red wireless sounders with the strobe on it.
Yeah, I think Zyton's underrated for a good reason.
Zyton, yeah, I know, I like Zyton. It's got good sounders.
I find it a bit boring sometimes.
What, Zyton?
In fact, sometimes I think I'd even rather see a brand new Apollo system in a B&Q than Zyton. Well, I don't know, I haven't used it before.
I've got a B&Q right near me, and it's got it's got Zyton in it. Didn't Zyton make EMS?
Huh?
Fire cell.
Fire cell, what about it?
Didn't Zyton make it?
I think Zyton did make some kind of wireless equipment.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they did make the equipment for EMS 5.5 thousand as well.
Yeah, I thought it was, yeah. Right. Right, let's see just on the fire alarm.
Sure, I should know. Protec is very expensive as well.
Yeah. There's this really
Protec is
cheap fire alarm panels, like 30 quid for it's quite an old one. It's like a vintage kind of style one, really? But it's really good. It's I thought it did. It's it's basically like Apollo, but not. For 30 quid for a panel. I don't know where it's gone now. I think someone's brought it.
Is it addressable?
No, conventional. Can you get Series 65 panels?
Why? Why would you? No, you can't get conventional Apollo panels, particularly brand. But any conventional equipment like upon a real work on them.
Yeah.
What was it? Addressable? Don't doubt.
Well, this time in 5 minutes, I've actually got to go now. In 5
Okay.
minutes. Because it is a lot later than I should be. If anyone needs any, I'm not trying to advertise myself. If anyone needs any KC cool point keys, just hit me up. I got like 20 of them.
What
And like
kind? New
99p
style or
each.
old style? Yeah, but what kind of KSC call points?
I got new and old. I got a. Oh, wait, let me grab. Right, so I got that one.
Let's just make the most of it for the next 4 minutes straight.
I got plenty more than this, but I got a KSC, FP3,
Hang on, FP3 you say?
yeah.
Hang on, show me it.
The key, cool key. I don't have the cool point. I binned it because it didn't work. None of it worked. Go on Amazon and type up fire alarm cool point. It should be the first one which comes up.
That's pretty obvious, isn't it? But you say FP3, I mein, KSC don't make an FP3, I mean, CQR do.
Yeah, CQR. I just prefer saying FP3.
Sure, when you're referring to the certain type of call point that it is.
It is what it is. Series 65 detector.
I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen one. Well, I mean, at least not in person or in a running on a farm.
Series 65 optical heat detector. £8 for 2 optical heat Series 65 heat detectors.
Well,
Oh,
that's
no,
alright,
it's
isn't
bid.
it? Well, that's alright, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I could bid 10, but I don't really want to, if you get me. Optical heat detector. I want to swap my HB for something, I don't know what. I just don't really like the sound, I don't like the look of it. It's a bit damaged. It's got tape rings all around the side of it, but it's still workable. You heard it sound.
What, the square sounder, the FM Petrum sounder?
Yeah.
Of all the sounds you want to get rid of.
I know, I just don't really like them. I got it for like £11.
Well, I think those sounds are kind of rare, actually. Of all the fire alarm photos, I've only ever seen one. Like, and it was a white version, and it was branded ADT, apparently.
Oh, I've got 5% off. Oh, let's go. I got 5% off with this JSB 5X 2200. That's now 20 quid. Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I not? I've got like
Well,
80 quid.
they work pretty well. You might as well.
Yeah. I might need help wiring it all up because I've got no idea how to wire this stuff up.
Well, I know how to wire a JSB FX 2200 series.
I don't. Oh, they look cool. ESP magpies.
They're not really that good, ESP Fireline.
Oh, they look good.
Well, if anything, Matt Hooper says that ESP Fireline is so bad that he kind of tries to get rid of it, but no one wants it.
Yeah.
Some say it may be as bad as FIC, but only non-regulation kind.
I got 2 minutes, so I've got to go. Right, so I'm thinking of getting Hochiki.
What, addressable?
Mm.
And what pen are you going for if it's addressable?
I just like I'm really dumb with fire alarms, but doesn't Hochiki doesn't like Hichiki kind of like work with Roshni?
Well, you mean on a... Well, any addressable panel has a conventional sound circuit,
Yeah, I
normally.
mean, but like, does it like, so basically, oh, I forgot one. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Does Hashiki work with, like, did Hashiki, like, help manufacture the Roshni?
Well, you mean like his... Like, just fully manufacture any of the bits for
Yeah.
Hochiki? I don't think so, but... Or maybe just the circuit boards for the older sounders. They do make the symphony sounder.
Fully on Roshni.
Well, no, Hochiki doesn't make the Roshni. They Fullion
Yeah,
does.
it's fully on who make it.
Well, Fullion did make equipment for Hochiki in the past,
Yeah.
anyway.
Jesus Christ, that price. Fully on Squashni, what Squashni's like?
I don't think it's as bad as Fike, though, or not quite.
Yeah.
I bet it lasts a little bit longer.
32 tone sounder for £19.99. That's quite
Is that
good.
good or bad?
That's quite good in my opinion.
Seems a bit generic.
But hang on, I'm googling to see what fire alarm has the most amount of tones. Let's see what it's going to say.
Well, some just said the Hochiki addressable sounders, the modern ones, have 51 tones.
UK sounders.
If you were searching that 10 years ago, you probably wouldn't get much of a result.
Jesus Christ.
What's the
Fullion,
results?
no, Eton, supposedly.
Well, same difference.
No, but then Eton's got 118 tones.
Does it?
I don't believe that.
No, the highest amount of tones you get on the...
BS5 tones, 118.
Well, maybe that's just the amount of tones you can probably get on any sort of sounder.
Right.
If you're referring to Fike, you're probably referring to your metal final panel, the only ever decent Fike panel.
Right, sound tones. Let's see how many tones it's got. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,
If you want
90.
a decent cool point, you can get a 2-wire KC.
Why has it got so many alternatings?
I don't know.
Intermittent, continuous, sweep. I like the sweep on the Roshnis.
Some say the
Eton's
alternating is overrated,
Yeah.
but I'd say it's underrated.
Eton's actually quite good sounders.
Well, if anything, Matt Heaper is
You can
bored
see
of
33
hearing
tones,
alternating on
34
Roshnis.
tones.
I'm bored of hearing BS sweep on Roshnis.
So, 10 to... I went to America about 3 years ago, and they had, you know how they have those really ugly and terribly sounding sounders,
What kind of sounders are loads?
like the horn ones.
Well, I mean, what kind of horn sounders are
No,
loads?
I don't know American sounders. All I know is they're loud horns and they flash. But I've seen in America, one of our there was Eton and KAC in an American building.
Oh yeah, I think
Because doesn't Eton have the tone which is the American one?
you can get American tones on British sounders.
Yeah. Alright, I
text
gotta
you.
go.
Okay. We'll just keep this running for or maybe another 5 minutes, see what happens. We'll probably call it in a few minutes. I think we'll be down to yeah, I do at least have the Sharp Mark III Power Master, which is a 24-volt power supply. Because the Mark III Zone Master it didn't have a built-in power supply in it as standard, so it needed a separate power supply. I think I might have another power supply somewhere, but I can't remember. I might be the only one I have. I think within the next stream we'll probably keep getting to grips with knowing how to expose the link to the stream if anyone wants to join, because I've only just figured out how to do it within this stream. I mean, I may have possibly have done it in the first one, but within the second one I couldn't remember how to do it. Let's just give it another minute. suppose I might have given it enough time. I think I'll call this stream a night now. So, well, I'll catch you guys in the next one, hopefully soon at some point. Who knows when it's going to be? Well, I'll try and be a bit organised next time, but yeah, like, I guess this one may have been a bit more of an experiment, unlike the other two. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time when I stream next time. So, see you.